physiological action of medicines. In continuation, today we are learning another few more drugs, important drugs and their physiological action. Ophidia group of drugs, many are there, less proven and proven and frequently used Ophidia group of drugs are there. Previously we learned Ophidia group of drug and its physiological action is about lachesis. Now today we are learning another new one is that is Naja tripudians. Naja tripudians. Its physiological action. Naja tripudians physiological action is this is introduced by Dr. Stokes and Russell and mentioned in Encyclopedia. Allen's Encyclopedia. So Naja is an Indian cobra venom which is amber in color. The venom is amber in color, frothy, viscous, containing the protein belong to the heparin group. Heparin group. Heparin. These are some of the medicines we are using for as a anticoagulant. Anticoagulant. Okay, right. And what it causes? Physiological. When Naja is used as in the crude form, what it causes? It produces cardiac hypertrophy. What do you mean by cardiac hypertrophy? Cardiac hypertrophy. Hypertrophy. Cardiac hypertrophy. Can anyone? What is meaning of cardiac hypertrophy?
Increase in the size of cardiac cells, muscle cells.
Means heart, enlargement of the heart. Okay, cardiac hypertrophy, especially in children and young, and also it causes myocarditis. Myocarditis. So once again, what is acute pain? Myocarditis and acute pain. Right. Can anyone? What is myocarditis? What is the meaning of myocarditis? What is the meaning of myocarditis? Simply understanding about the myocardium. What is myocardium?
Inflammation of heart muscles.
Yes, myocardium. Inflammation of myocardium, heart muscle. So and also acute pain. And another is dyspnea. Dyspnea. Another one is dyspnea. What is mean by dyspnea? What is the term? You can understand. What is mean by dyspnea? Dyspnea means
difficulty in respiration.
Very good. So spasm in the larynx. The crude dose of Naja which causes spasm in the larynx and frontal headache and also having the palpitation and staggering gait. So what is meaning of palpitation? Can anyone? Palpitation word we are using. What is meaning of palpitation? What it means? Palpitation means what it means. Sometimes we are hearing heartbeat. Yes, normally we can't hear the heartbeat, but people will say that the they can hear the heartbeat. గుండె దడ గుండె వేగంగా కొట్టుకోవడం శబ్దం వస్తుంది బయటికి. That is palpitation. That is called as a palpitation. And staggering, muscular paralysis spread to the trunk, cold feet, head, dropsy, and also dysphagia. Dysphagia means, what is dysphagia again? Difficulty while what it is known as? What we'll do after achieving the bolus, food bolus? What we'll do? We are degluting. When we are swallowing, we are getting the pain. That it is known as a dysphagia. When we are walking, when we are standing, when we are running, when we are going, what will feel? We are having difficulty taking of breathing. This is known as dyspnea. So hypertrophy, myocarditis, pain, spasm in the larynx, frontal headache, palpitation, paralysis, staggering gait. Gait means walking, in, incoordinated gait, staggering gait, muscular paralysis, and these are what it is known as here, uh, right, physiological action of what it is known, nausea tripudians. Now the next one is acidum nitricum. It is also known as, in homeopathically we are using them it as a with the name nitric acid. Nitric acid. Okay, right. These two people are there. Who are there? Right. So next is nitric acid, acidum nitricum. Center of action of nitric acid is organic nervous system, organic nervous system. Physiological action of nitric acid. Physiological action of nitric acid, we can hear what we can getting that here. Inhalation of nitric acid fumes causes lacrimation. Inhalation of crude nitric acid, which causes nitric acid fumes. Other day, you have seen some of the acids which are open at that amber color bottle. Flames are coming. So nitric acid fumes. What it causes? Lacrimation. What is lacrimation? What it means? What is the meaning of lacrimation? Saiti, Kalwa. What is lacrimation? Saiti. What is lacrimation? Lacrimation. What it means? Saiti. What it is lacrimation? Shanmukhi. What is lacrimation? Shanmukhi, what is lacrimation? Okay. Pooja.
Crying, sir. Crying, sir.
Crying is not lacrimation, beta. Watering from the eyes.
Watering from.
Water. Water coming from the eyes is a lacrimation. Then photophobia. Next is photophobia. Photophobia means people, they are unable to see the image. If they open the eyes, they are getting the fear. This is photophobia. Irritation of air passages, sneezing, cough, dyspnea, asphyxia. All these are. So fatal dose, even nitric acid, 10 to 15 cc, 10 to 15 cc of nitric acid is given. What it causes, within period of 18 to 24 hours, person will die. Person will die. So this much of depth of physiological action is there about nitric acid. Now it acts. It affects on mucous membranes, skin, glandular system, blood, urine, gastrointestinal system, liver, tongue, voice, eyes. These are the parts in our body where maximum dose, where physiological dose is used, what it will affect, where it will causes. It affects on mucous membrane. What it will causes on the mucous membrane? It makes inflammation, ulceration, degeneration, and necrosis. All the pathological changes will take place one by one. First, it will causes inflammation. Then it is followed by ulceration. Discontinuation of mucous membrane is ulcer. So ulceration and then degeneration. It will turns into a pathological condition. Finally, necrosis. Simple meaning of necrosis here: death. The cells will be die. So first, when mucous membrane, nitric acid exposure, nitric acid physiological dose first cause inflammation. It disturbs the mucous membrane. It destroys the mucous membrane. It degenerates the mucous membrane. Finally, it completely, what it causes? It causes the dead cell of mucous membrane. And if the damage is extensive, corrosion takes place. It especially, right. So mucous membranes of which part? Again, the question comes. Nitric acid effects on the mucous membrane of which part of our body? The parts are Here, mouth, throat, esophagus. It also causes burning pain. It also causes dysphagia. Mucous membranes of the mouth and the soft white and then yellow become soft. When nitric acid attacks on mucous membrane, what it causes? It affects on the mucous membranes. It causes soft white and yellow. Then next one is skin. Skin. Nitric acid physiological doses, maximum doses effects on the skin. It causes blister, ulceration, suppuration, and uh, also qualitative sweat and fungoid growth. Fungal growth. Fungoid, the growth on the skin which appears like a fungal infection. How that fungus uh, is there, some fungal diseases, how the appearance, that whitish fungus like appearance will happens when it events in the physiological doses. Glandular system. So it glands, any of our body, physiological dose of nitric acid, its effect on congestion, inflammation, and putrid discharges. It causes from the gland some discharges. The discharges are putrid, then blood. It causes hemolysis, septicemia, and toxemia. It causes hemolysis. It causes septicemia and with toxemia. Urine, anuria, proteinuria, and cast in the urine. Anuria here, oliguria, anuria, proteinuria, all the terms we need to remember that. Yes. What is anuria? What is anuria? What is anuria? What is proteinuria? Appearance of the protein, abnormal appearance of the proteins in the urine is known as a proteinuria. Oliguria means, yes. So what is the normal passage of urine in healthy human beings? Of course, it is variable with uh, man to woman. Slight differentiation is there, but what is the normal? What is the normal? Per day, a normal healthy person passes urine per day how many times? In the night, how many times? Puja, Puja. Urinary system is completed in physiology. Puja, Huli Puja. Please, anyone can respond. Anyone can respond. Have you completed urinary system in physiology? Have you completed urinary system in physiology? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, an average healthy human being passes urine how many times in the day? How many times in the night? Answer. What is the normal passage of urine?
Sir, it is 6 to 8 times in a day, sir.
Night? Night? Kriti? Kritiraj? Night?
Night, yes, sir. Night 3 times, sir. 3 to 4.
Okay. So this is, now just take it granted it is a normal, for example. Now, our question is, uh, anuria, oliguria, proteinuria, glycosuria, like this, right? Abnormal passage of glucose, protein, ketone, all these are the terms are applicable. So when proteins are excess, that condition is known as a proteinuria. And when any person is suffering with any urinary tract infection, the person urine is having the cast, epithelial cells, pus cells, etc. in the urine. Now, our question at this stage is oliguria, anuria. Preeti, now tell me what is oliguria? Oligo means Oligo means scanty, very less. Okay. Now tell me what is anuria. A means what, Priti? A means what?
Not
Anuria is
passing.
A means what? Yes, Priti.
anuria is less from normal less urine output is called anuria, sir.
Oliguria. Here, almost all some. Yes, tell me, Priti. Okay, right. Leave about that. No, no need to break your heads. See that there is less amount and large amount, like the differentiation is there. So a person is passing very frequently, that is polyuria. Person is passing very frequently in the daytime and night time. That is called as a polyuria. Poly means many times passing urine. That is polyuria. Over. The next one is here one of the disease condition where ARF, acute renal failure. Okay, like there are some diseases. What happen? People they will pass very less amount of the urine. Okay, so anuria means almost all absent. Means it is completely not absent. Very less amount. What you are told just now. That. So this is the nitric acid which causes, which affects on the kidneys, like anuria will develop, proteinuria will develop, urine casts are there in the urine. Now gastrointestinal system. Now again gastrointestinal system, just as we have seen the mucous membranes of the mouth, mucous membranes of the esophagus, mucus, this, and now again gastrointestinal system here at this stage, epigastric pain from abdomen to thorax with what is that, eructations, what is it, belchings, which are known as the belchings, and also cause nausea and also cause vomiting, and this vomiting of mucus vomiting, brown or black, strongly, these are strongly acid, often spread on the charred wall of the stomach. So continuously these lines are giving that meaning. What is that? Nitric acid physiological doses causes, what is that, coffee ground, like that means here completely dark color, mucus, brown, black, strongly they will vomit. What it indicates that. So this we are understanding one of the disease which is known as here chronic gastritis, chronic gastritis. And next here uh, vomiting. See, this condition is known as hematemesis. 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 Now, intense attempt to drinking. It also causes vomiting. It also causes abdominal distension. It also causes here formation of gas and liver congestion. Nitric acid claims nitric acid physiological doses causes liver congestion, hypertrophy, jaundice also, and yellow discoloration of the tissue, crown of teeth due to formation of xanthoprotic acid. What it causes? It forms xantho, Z-A-N-T-H-O, xanthoprotic acid. With this, what happened? The crown of teeth here, it caused the yellow discoloration. Xantho means yellow. Teeth becomes yellow. How? Because nitric acid causes these changes. Now, tongue is swollen, sodden and black, and the constipation, severe tenesmus is the voice. Coming to the voice, here it causes voice hoarseness. Hoarse means rough voice, and husky, where the people we can find out easily what happened with the throat. Eyes looks wild, sunken, and pupils dilated. So these are the physiological effects of nitric acid, acidum nitricum. Eyes looks wild and sunken. Now the next one is nux vomica. Nux vomica. Center of action is nitric acid. Center of action is organic nervous system. Nitric acid center of action is organic nervous system. Nux vomica center of action is cerebrospinal nervous system. Cerebrospinal nervous system. And right, some of the term again here it is aphrodisiac. It is aphrodisiac. Physiological action. Right. Nux vomica physiological action. Nux vomica and strychnine, these are nearly alike that are commonly considered to be identical. Strychnine, right? I think just yeah. Tell me, what is the alkaloid present in the Nux vomica? What is the alkaloid present in the Nux vomica? What is the alkaloid present in the Nux vomica? Nux vomica belongs to which family? Ignatia, Nux vomica, both are belongs to the same family. Which part we are using from the Nux vomica? Neha? Nux vomica, which part we are using? Nux
Seed.
vomica, very good. Seed, they are hard in nature. Okay, Nux vomica seeds we are using as homeopathic medicines. Now, Nux vomica, alkaloid present in the Nux vomica. Yes, Neha, what is alkaloid present in the Nux vomica? What is alkaloid present in the Nux vomica? Strychnine. Strychnine. Strychnine or strychnine. Pronunciation may be different. Strychnine, strychnine. Right. Here, Nux vomica seeds accidentally or the purposefully is eat, animals are going to die. See the toxic effect of Nux vomica. In why drugs are proving only on healthy human beings? Why not on animals? Because simultaneously Nux vomica seeds accidentally consumed by any person, death may not taken place. Person is not going to die. That is a little bit comparison. But that's Nux vomica seeds accidentally taken by pigs or lower animals, they are going to die. Means the pathogenicity, pathological effects are completely different on human beings and as well as animals. That's what our drugs are. Intended that drugs are to be proved on healthy human beings, not on animals. Because here one of the major differentiation, they can't express, they can't speak what happened into the body. Finer, sensitive, what is that? Subjective symptoms. We can't elicit from the animals. Right. Nux vomica action. Here Nux vomica action is on. Right. Nux vomica action is on cerebrospinal nervous system. Yes. And Nux vomica action is on sensory nervous. Nux vomica action is on motor nerves. Nux vomica action is on eyes. Nux vomica action is on ears. Nux vomica action is on nose. Nux vomica physiological action is on. It causes physiological disturbance, that is circulation. Nux vomica is heart, again cardiovascular, gastrointestinal system. Nux vomica also causes the gastrointestinal system, and the Nux vomica is affected, especially causes it affects on physiological doses, bladder, urinary bladder. Yes, and also male sexual organs. Of course, just now we have seen that Nux vomica is aphrodisia, male sexual organs, female sexual organs, and also lungs and blood. Lungs and also blood. We coming to one by one. What is the first one is cerebrospinal nerve, cerebrospinal system, spinal cord, motor tract, spinal motor tract. It causes tetanic spasm of all muscle fibers, voluntary and involuntary, incoherent muscular paralysis, and these epileptic convulsions. When you are learning about the subject convulsions and epilepsy, now this tonic, tone, muscle tone, and how the muscle tone has been disturbed. And here, convulsions, death from asphyxia. Sir, Naxwamika physiological doses causes death because of it causes asphyxia. Death will taken place. It affects on tetanic spasms of muscles tetany. And these are about spinal cord effect of what is that Naxwamika. Now the next is sensory nerves. Extreme hyperesthesia, motor nerves, exhaust and paralysis, eyes. Pupils are contracted. There is hyperesthesia of vision increased. And ears, hearing is augmented. Nose, sense of smell is increased. Because of Naxwamika. Circulation, vasomotor spasm. Causing increased arterial blood pressure. Naxwamika, strychnine, we having the alkaloid in that one. What it causes, it increase the arterial blood pressure and heart. There is a paralysis of inhibitory nerves. Nerves are going to paralysis. Gastrointestinal system, it is causes increased appetite. See the effect of Naxwamika. Naxwamika physiological dose, what it causes? It increases the what it is known as appetite. The people will get what is that? Hunger. It will increase the hunger. Acrid vomiting and gastralgia. Gastralgia means burning. Entire the stomach, burning in the stomach, which is gastralgia. And it also causes constipation and hemorrhoids. Naxwamika physiological doses also causes constipation and also hemorrhoids. What is the meaning of constipation? Here, naturally, here the bowels. Person has to pass stools, bowels. So the commonly healthy human being passes bowels 1 to 2 times per day. But there are some people from the bird, they pass a stool 2 days once, which is not considered as a constipation. But the people, when the term constipation is applicable, pass a stool 2 to 3 times per a week. Are you following that? In the total 7 days of week, if a person passes 2 to 3 times only, it can be considered as a constipation. Alternating day, it is not a constipation. Every day 1 to 2 times, it is a normal habit. Yes, are you following that? So, Naxwamika, physiological doses, what it causes? Constipation. When the person is suffering with constipation for longer period, it is one of the cause which is going to cause hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids means what? Avinash? Avinash. Hemorrhoids means what? What are the anorectal disorders? 3. Hemorrhoids, fistula in anus, fissure in anus. These are the 3. Other many are there. Diseases of the anal canal, applied anatomy, many are there. But the very 3 what from our anatomy we are learning. One is hemorrhoids. Second is fissure in anus. Third one is fistula in anus. Now what is hemorrhoids? What is hemorrhoids? Anyone? What is hemorrhoids? Very good. It is piles. Right. Very good, Sanjana. It is piles. Right.